Alrighty, game number 2. And yes, of course we pick Anatolia. Anatolia is the best map. Why is Anatolia the best map? Because most people don't put the effort into just learning how to play this map. Most people. Especially Norse players. Norse players jump into this map, misplay the early game super hard, and then complain that Norse is bad on this map. I'm here to tell you, you know what? I hear you. It's really, really easy to play Greek on this map. It's really, really easy to play Egyptian on this map. But just because the early game is difficult to execute for Norse doesn't mean that it's bad. You just got to execute it. Now, Thor is the best of the Norse gods, or the easiest of the Norse gods, to execute a 18 fishing ship classical age, 18 fishing ship archaic age, 5-minute advance time. Loki and Odin can also do a 5-minute advance time themselves, or a 5:15 advance time. It works. It's really, really good. Everything is great here. The weakness in Thor is that you don't have Njord. And Njord here is really, really good. So I have to play around that. The thing that I'm thinking in this matchup is I don't want to fight water. I'm going full aggression on the land. Because I don't have an answer that's good against Njord if Njord comes. So my plan here against Loki, against Odin as Thor is enjoy the extra economic boost that I get. I'm in front on the economy from the get-go. My opponent most likely doesn't know how to do an efficient early game with Norse. Most players don't, so I should have some sort of an advantage here. And I'm going to be able to win the early game nice and fast, especially Loki. Now, why is Loki maybe not the best for this map in this matchup? Reason is, the Herser, they take so long to train. They take 20 seconds-ish to train versus an Ulfsark, which takes 9 seconds to train. So whatever you're able to produce as the Loki player, the Norse player is producing double that. And they're able to produce it all because they've got all these fishing ships. So I'm going to be able to overrun whatever the Loki player builds. I'm also going to be able to just walk into the Loki player's base and kill their base. Because I'm just going to have 115 population, or let's say 30 units to my opponent's 15 units. Plus, we know Gaboo, he's going to be wanting to get Hall of Thanes, which is 300 wood, which is like, you can't afford to get that upgrade and have the longhouses to produce your units. So there is no universe in which Loki should be able to, a Hall of Fame's Loki should be able to defend any sort of 115 population push from Thor here. So I'm a little bit unhappy that I had to build this ox cart at the moment because I ran out of herdables and I didn't find any of the herdables on my journey through the necessary scouting that has to happen. I see that he's on the right side of the map with the red dots, but I don't see a temple over there, so I know he's not rushing me on this right side. So I don't care. 9 times out of 10 players go to the bottom side of the map first. On Anatolia, I went to the top side. No real reason why, just to take Gaboo out of his comfort zone, so to speak. If he wanted to do a certain strategy that relied on him going on the same side, I wanted to make sure that wasn't an opportunity for him. And now we're going to get our docks up. We're going to get our final fishing ships. We hit about a 5-minute advance time, as is standard. We've got a ton of villagers on the gold and on the wood, and we're going to be enjoying this nicely. Hand axe coming through. Herso started. Docks coming down. Fishing ships should still be getting built. I forgot to continue training those there. And the dock's going to come up on the left side of the map. So he's not advanced yet. So 430 would be something I would probably be expecting to see from an aggressive Norse. He's not advanced yet, so I'm not like, I don't have to concern myself with checking if he's on both sides. I know he's on both sides because he's not advanced yet. unless he's playing incredibly badly, which I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt that he's not playing incredibly badly, and I'm not gonna be trying to find an advantage that isn't there. So we hit the classical age first. He hits the classical age there, 5'11". Nice advance time. This makes me go, maybe, just maybe, he's playing this matchup correctly. I don't really know. I'm interested to see how he's going. And you can see this dock is late. He should have all these fishing ships up already. So as is standard, for some reason, Norse players just don't know how to play this matchup. So I've got an advantage here for no reason other than, I mean, I'm playing Thor, and playing Thor's nice and easy, but I've got an advantage here that for no real reason at the start of this game, just from prep, which is nice to have. And I'm going to be able to start pumping out these units. Ulfsark coming out. I think I overbuilt fishing ships there for whichever reason. He's coming forward to check me out. He sees my longhouses. I will go through some history here and why I'm playing this way specifically. So I played last Fimbulwinter. I got dropped last Fimbulwinter in the first round against Brickhead, and we played on a map, Highland. We played on the map Highland, which is a pretty unique map. We don't get to play on that map very much. It was taken out of the map pool due to serious imbalances with certain civilizations, specifically Norse and Atlantean. They really suck on that map. So it was taken out. And yeah, so that I played him there, and I built a longboat, 1 or 2 longboats at the start, and those 2 longboats meant that I was in a losing position from the very start of the game. So I said, you know what? I'm going to learn from this. Every single Norse war from now on is going to be build your longhouses first and then decide what you're going to be doing. If your opponent builds some longboats, be aggressive. If he doesn't, we can just pop up, get full population really, really fast. You can see we're 7 minutes in and we're nearly 115 population. Fourth longhouse or third longhouse, fourth longhouse going down as well. Or is that an armory? I'm not sure. Yeah, fourth longhouse. You also pick a villager here. Gaboo getting a little bit out of sorts there. And now we're full population. We can go and kill him, and we can get ourselves our upgrades, and everything's going to be really, really nice. Thank you for the 2 months. Bomberman. Great game. Great game. Nintendo 64. Love it. But we're full population here, and we have a very, very terrifying army. He cannot compete with this army at the moment. In fact, if we take a look at his population, he's at 90 pop. He does have Hall of Thanes. He's got a ton of resources left over. Probably could have been full population here if we didn't get Hall of Thanes and just built some more longhouses, but he didn't. So we can push in and kill everything off and slow him down even more with our stuff. And these Ulfsarks, now this is a very, very different army to last game. Last game I was Herser throwing axemen. This game, Ulfsark Herser with minuscule amount of throwing axemen. These guys have got a lot of hack damage. A lot of hack damage. So they're going to take these buildings down really, really fast. Get our armory down. Because we're full population, we can start thinking about getting some upgrades here. Also, our Ulfsarks are relatively fast. They can actually raid pretty good. I think it's 4.8 speed compared to the 5.7 speed. Still a little bit slower than those Herser, but nothing so bad here. And I just have to ensure that my villagers don't die in the main base while his Herser are there. And because his Herser are here, I can just say, you know what? I'm gonna move into your main base, and what are you gonna do? He doesn't have watchtowers up either. We can just take out his town center here. He's in my main base, losing Herser. He does get watchtowers here, but we've already entered this main base, and there's really nothing here. I've hit Skadi, start the production up again. I think I've already got myself yeah, I've already got myself copper mail here as well, so my army is very, 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 very strong. And he's going to lose this town center. And if you take a look at his resources here, he's actually got the resources to advance. But because we're attacking his town center, we're going to kill this. We're going to be able to get Heroic Age. He's not going to be able to get Heroic Age. Yes, we lose some units here, but it doesn't really matter so long as we keep him in the Classical Age. It means there's nothing to worry about. And life is going to be very, very sad for him moving forward. I make a mistake here to some degree, and I don't send any units we take a look at my mini map, I don't send any units to the top left or any units to the top right to see where that town center is. Now, it's not I've already found the advantage I'm looking for. I have a very solid advantage here, but I don't take the opportunity here to push Gaboo out of the game, which is just send one unit off to the top, one unit off to the left, and ensure that I see what's happening there. I use Frost, slowing his town center production down, letting me get a little bit more time here. My whole idea is if I just keep him in the classical age, you can't get flaming weapons, and we're all happy. But as you can probably see, he's actually already getting that town center up on the other side of the map. Nonetheless, we will be able to kill off a couple of units here and continue along. We are getting our market up. Would have been better to put this market maybe off to the left side of the map or off to the right side of the map and start some ox caravans just in case, but all good. As you see, that town center is not getting grabbed. And I mean, don't ask me why I didn't send any units. I should know. I should know better. There's another town center on the map that he can grab. I should know better, but I don't know better. And we do manage to pick off all these Herso here, pick off the troll, and we're really slowing Gaboo down while our economy is motoring ahead. The other thing that this does is, you can see his home base. That gold mine is slowly starting to dwindle here. He's got 1,000 gold left in that gold mine. Got 1 million resources in the bank, but that's not a problem. Him running out of that gold effectively means I can get a really nice gold starve. As we stop the town center yet again, find some villages over here. We see no town center there, and we go, oh, how long until it's up? I still could have stopped it. I still had the opportunity to stop it, but poor Boit and his bloody brain just not working. Getting a couple of villager kills here is going to be great. As still getting good pressure on here, trying to pick off some units. He does utilize the... One thing Gaboo does do really well is he drags you into the watchtowers and he gets some nice value all the time with his speed. Always getting nice value with the speed. There's not a whole lot you can do about it. It's always going to happen. And you just have to say, no worries, we'll take that loss. Gearing up to get to that next age. I don't think I am getting myself heavy infantry as well, which is going to be a big help. And we hit the Mythic age. Or we click up through Balder as he gets his town center, and I imagine Gaboo is now going Bragi. And my thought process is here, there's a world where he got that town center up, and I can try and take it down. So I'm going to try and move over there before he gets to the heroic age. He's going to want to start raiding. I don't want to let him raid. I am going to continue putting pressure onto him so he can't just send his dudes into my main base. Plus, I've got Balder coming, so if he does decide to move forward, I can just click rag, and that's going to be fine. And as you can see, he's sending his Herso up here to defend because he knows he needs to defend this. Heavy Ulfsark versus Herso is actually not a bad fight, especially with the Frost Giants out that can freeze any sort of myth unit spawns that come through. I probably should have a second town center up here. And he does hit Bragi. We force a defensive flaming weapons and we run away. Have to sack the Frost Giants. Not a big deal. Probably can stop building Frost Giants at the moment with the idea of building some other dudes. I should be getting some armory upgrades here, but I'm not. I do find him going for that gold over on that other position there with some Ulfsark. And I should send more stuff up there to try and take those bad boys out. But sending the villagers over there and utilizing rag to push him off that gold is going to be really big. You can see Gaboo's got plenty of resources in the bank for whatever reason. But battle ball coming in. We'll be throwing that one away, which is nice. Looks like that town center will most likely get up here. Or we can just turn around and take this fight as well, especially with rag. Immediate rag, because we want to be pushing off this gold mine. Don't want to be allowing him the gold. Another thing that I do here, maybe once I realize I've got a gold starve and the problems that will come from him, is I actually sell all this food. And this is something that you'll notice is if you sell food, it makes everyone's food less. Or give you less resources. So we pick off all those Herso nicely, pick off all these gold villages here. And we can have a good look at all the gold positions before we move into start cleaning up his main base. So yeah, we've got 100 favor. I want to be making fire giants for the fire giant follow-up here. It's not really all in because I got 18 fishing ships. He is raiding my my fish down the bottom, but I'm too silly to notice it. He's only got one longboat over there, so I mean, it's a thing, but he's got a full army, but my army is bigger with the 160 population of army there is, well, not 160, it's probably more like 150 population because I got all the fishing ships. And basically, I just want to force a fight and try and utilize this fire giant as best as I can to pick off some villages. I do get a special attack onto them, so a little bit of damage. Not a crazy amount, a little bit of damage. We can start tearing the town center down and sending more units over here. I feel like I've got a couple of idle units. We are coming around the back of his... he's throwing axemen here, taking out the town center. Should have microed that fire giant back faster, but I get it back. It's still going to live. And those Herso will most likely fall. He does get himself fired. Frost giant doesn't live. It does get taken out. It's a frost giant spawn, which we'll be able to take out. The rest of his army is going to completely melt to this, and yeah, we lose some units, but we're going to get the fire giants out. We've got plenty of resources left over to continue this this all in. And might look like our army is falling here, but these heroes of Ragnarok is so strong, and we still have a couple more units to push in and take him out with. Plus, we're getting villages out as well. If we take a look at Gaboo's actual economy, he's got 40 villages. So, and we've got these fishing ships that are going to pop out. So he's got 40 villages, but he has to sell resources at the moment. You can see the food is already down. Gaboo could be selling food himself here, actually. It wouldn't be a bad idea to produce some more units, but now we've got the fire giants coming in. Going to be able to kill off his... we still got 130 population, so it's still completely fine to continue the pressure. And we just need to push him off all of the wood after we've pushed him off all of the rest of the stuff, and we're going to clean this game up. The fire giant's pushing in as well. He probably doesn't have that many Herso and doesn't really want to be building Herso anymore, so the fire giants are really, really strong. And Gaboo does have to tap out here. So a very, very well executed game. The one mistake was allowing this town center back up. I shouldn't have allowed that, but we know for next time that to send a unit over there and ensure that it doesn't go up, and keep your Loki player in the classical age. Be much easier, less stressful time. But even if he does get it up, you can still win with Ragnarok, as always. Anyways, we leveled the series 1-1. Go on to game number 3. This is Gaboo's pick. If you guys enjoying this, please consider the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.